Join me as I dive into the mystery of why my dog can't resist humping his bed, and see if I can uncover the truth. Dogs humping their beds. It's a common behavior that many pet owners have witnessed, but few truly understand. Whether you're a seasoned dog owner or a newcomer to the world of canine companionship, it's likely that you've caught your furry friend in the act and wondered what on earth they're doing. While it may be awkward or even amusing, dog humping is a behavior that has deeper roots in instinct, emotion, and sometimes medical conditions. Have you ever walked into a room to find your dog humping away at their favorite blanket or plush toy? Maybe you've even caught them in the act on your own bed, leaving you feeling confused and a little concerned. You're not alone. Many dog owners have been there, done that, and got the t-shirt. Dogs are fascinating creatures, and sometimes their behaviors leave us scratching our heads. But despite its frequency, dog humping remains a topic that's often shrouded in mystery. Is it a sign of dominance? A cry for attention? Or something more deeply embedded in their biology? As a responsible dog owner, it's natural to wonder whether this behavior is normal or if it's a symptom of a deeper issue. Let's break it down and discover why your dog might be engaging in this behavior and what, if anything, you should do about it. It's easy to get worked up about dog humping, especially if you're new to the world of dog ownership. You might worry that your dog is somehow broken or that you're doing something wrong as a pet parent. But fear not. We're about to dive into the world of dog humping and uncover the truth behind this bizarre behavior. For starters, rest assured that this is a behavior seen across all dogs, not just yours. So why do dogs hump their beds? Is it an instinctual behavior, a response to stress, or something more complex? Let's start with the most obvious explanation: instinct. In the wild, humping is a natural behavior for dogs, used to establish dominance and assert their place within the pack. It's common for canines to use physical behaviors like mounting to reinforce social hierarchies. So, it's possible that your dog is simply acting on instinct, even if they're not necessarily trying to establish dominance over their bed. Instinctual behavior doesn't always have to be social in nature, though. Humping can also stem from simple biological urges, especially in dogs that haven't been spayed or neutered. In many cases, humping serves no real reproductive purpose but is simply a carryover from natural drives. Of course, instinct is just one piece of the puzzle. Another possible reason for dog humping is stress relief. Dogs can get anxious just like humans, and humping might be their way of releasing tension and calming down. This could be due to a range of factors, from changes in their environment to loud noises, new people, or even boredom. When your dog feels overwhelmed or understimulated, humping can serve as a comforting and familiar outlet. Speaking of stress, dogs need a lot of mental and physical stimulation to stay balanced. In households where dogs don't receive enough exercise or mental engagement, they may turn to humping as a way to burn off pent-up energy. Humping the bed could be your dog's way of coping with boredom or frustration. Ensuring your dog has enough walks, playtime, and activities to keep them mentally stimulated can help reduce this behavior. In some cases, though, humping might also signal underlying medical issues. For example, some dogs might hump due to discomfort or pain, particularly if they're experiencing issues with their reproductive system, such as urinary tract infections or skin irritations. In rare cases, humping could even be a sign of a neurological disorder, particularly if it occurs frequently or seems compulsive. If your dog's humping seems excessive or unusual, consulting your veterinarian is always a good idea. What does it all mean then? When is dog humping a normal behavior? And when should you start to get concerned? The answer lies in understanding the context behind the behavior. If your dog is humping due to instinct, stress relief, or playful energy, it's likely not a cause for concern. However, if the behavior becomes obsessive or is paired with signs of distress, discomfort, or anxiety, it's worth investigating further. Another thing to consider is whether your dog is using humping as a way to get your attention. Dogs are highly intelligent creatures and quickly learn what behaviors catch their owner's eyes. If your dog notices that humping elicits a reaction from you, whether it's laughter, scolding, or distraction, they might repeat the behavior for attention. In such cases, ignoring the behavior can be more effective than making a big deal out of it. Training also plays an essential role. If humping becomes a problematic or undesirable behavior in your home, implementing positive reinforcement training techniques can help redirect your dog's energy to more appropriate outlets. Rewarding your dog for alternative behaviors, such as sitting calmly or playing with a toy, can gradually reduce the frequency of humping. If you have liked the video so far, please consider subscribing. Emotional triggers behind dog humping. While instinct and stress relief are common explanations, emotions can also play a significant role in why dogs hump their beds. Some dogs may exhibit this behavior when they're feeling overexcited or anxious. For example, if you've just returned home after a long day, your dog might become overwhelmed with excitement and turn to humping as a way to deal with their heightened emotions. Similarly, a nervous dog might hump to self-soothe, using the physical motion to regulate their anxiety. This emotional response is often a temporary behavior, but recognizing the triggers that lead to this excitement or anxiety can help you prevent excessive humping in the future. Social interactions and learned behaviors. Another aspect of dog humping revolves around social interactions with other dogs. Puppies, in particular, learn a lot through play and interaction with their littermates. During these formative months, behaviors like humping can be established as part of social play. Your dog might have picked up on this habit through early experiences with other dogs, and it stuck with them even in later life. While humping other dogs can sometimes be a sign of dominance, it can also simply be a leftover social behavior from puppyhood. If your dog had limited socialization early on, this behavior might be more pronounced when they interact with new environments or objects. The role of spaying and neutering. Spaying or neutering your dog can reduce some of the hormonal drives behind behaviors like humping, but it doesn't necessarily eliminate the behavior entirely. Some dogs may continue to hump objects even after they've been spayed or neutered, as the habit might have become ingrained in their routine. Hormones certainly play a role in the intensity of humping behaviors, but they aren't the sole factor. For dogs that continue to hump after the procedure, it's important to focus on behavioral training, providing them with other outlets for their energy and ensuring that their environment promotes calm and balanced behavior. Redirecting the behavior with positive reinforcement. If you're looking to reduce or eliminate your dog's humping habit, one of the most effective methods is positive reinforcement. Instead of punishing your dog for humping their bed, which can create confusion or anxiety, try redirecting their attention to more appropriate activities, such as playing with a favorite toy or practicing obedience commands. Each time your dog engages in the desired behavior, reward them with treats, praise, or affection. Over time, they'll begin to associate calm or constructive behaviors with positive outcomes, and the humping will naturally decrease. It's a strategy that builds trust and communication while addressing the underlying need for stimulation or emotional release. In conclusion, dog humping is a multifaceted behavior that can have a range of explanations. While it might seem weird or worrying at first, it's often just a normal part of canine life, driven by instinct, stress relief, or playful energy. By staying patient and observant, understanding your dog's needs, and ensuring they're mentally and physically stimulated, you can manage the behavior effectively. So next time you catch your dog in the act, take a deep breath, stay calm, and try to understand what's motivating them. You might just learn something new about your furry friend. Thanks for watching, and if you've got a dog that loves to hump their bed, be sure to leave a comment below sharing your own experiences. And if you're new here, consider subscribing for more videos on dog behavior, body language, and understanding what really makes our dogs tick. I'll catch you in the next one.